outside.
I gotta go away.
Baby, it's cold outside.
This evening has been
Hoping that you dropped
so
in.
very nice.
I'll hold your hands, they're just like
My
mine.
mother will start to
Beautiful,
check.
what's your
My father
hurry?
will be pacing the floor.
Listen to that fireplace
So
roar.
really I'd better scurry.
Beautiful, please don't
Well,
hurry.
maybe just to have a drink more.
I'll put some records on while I
The
pour.
neighbors might think,
Baby,
Oh, wait,
it's
this is my
bad
favorite
out
part.
there.
saying what's in this drink.
No cabs to be had out there.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of the AfroMattt Show. This is episode 230. And if you're just now, if this is your first episode, I mean, welcome in. Welcome in. Sit down. This is news, entertainment, education, conspiracy, current events, sort of pop culture. Whatever you want it to be, that's what it is, you know. So enjoy it. A podcast is a podcast. You sit it on. You half listen to it while you're at work. So does it really matter what I'm saying? And if you're returning, thank you again. I really do appreciate your continued support. This has been. I know this is late, and this has been kind of a crazy week. I know I say that every week, but I work 8 hours. Darcy, my dog's gonna. There she is. I work 8 hours, and then I've had after work every single day another thing to do. We had making the gingerbread houses with the fam. That was Monday. Tuesday, Christmas party at the office, which was like sweater. It was like a ugly sweater contest. Wednesday, I don't know what my fiance got sick, very sick. Had to come home, make dinner, do all that good stuff, which I end up usually doing anyways. But then Thursday was the full office dinner, and then yesterday was the only day that I ever got to actually go to the gym, which I usually try to go to all the time. So I'm not trying to make excuses, but it has been a chaotic week. So, I mean, at least you're getting an episode. I could have just not done one because you know what? I make a grand total of zero money from this. Not that I do it for the money, but I'm just saying this is a service that is, from my heart to yours, we are, speaking of which, we are still Yule Maxing. So we're Yule Maxing and we are White Pill Maxing. So just take it as it comes and just enjoy it. Enjoy it while it's here. And that's it's kind of the message of the week. Also, I do love that song. This song, the Baby It's Cold Outside. That is part of Yule Maxing, is listening to specifically just Christmas music on the radio. There's this one lady on the radio who does like, people call in with their issues or problems, and she'll be like, "Oh, well, that's you've got to dump that lady, or you got to dump that man, or oh, that's so sweet. You guys are just darling," or whatever. She's like, there was one last night, and she called in. There was like this girl. She's like, "I'm 18 and I'm pregnant, and I just signed over custody to my aunt." And the lady's like, "Oh, well, that's just so sweet, and I love all mothers." And then I think right after that, she played that song, and I'm like, "What are you?" She's like, "I just want to play a song for my future daughter, and just the situation. I'm just so full of love," or whatever. And then she played that song right after. It's like, "Baby, it's bad out there. Say, what's in this drink?" I don't know if she was literally alluding to the fact that she may have gotten, not to be like, it was like an insane song choice to use. But that being said, let's just get into the news. We left last episode on kind of a cliffhanger. I do kind of like how sometimes it ends on a cliffhanger. It's like, the screen cuts to black. To be continued. What was the Venezuela situation? Are we going to go to war with them? Are we going to attack them? Are we going to start dropping bombs on them? And the screen cut to black, said part two next week. Find out what happens between the United States and Venezuela. Part 2. Tune in next week. It's kind of like one of those soap operas. But so nothing really ended up happening. I mean, it's hard to be like an anticlimactic cliffhanger, but I'm strapped in with you guys. We're in the plane, we're on the runway, we're all going to the same destination. We just got to strap in and enjoy the ride and just look at the trees and look down, open your window, check it out, stretch your legs, go to the bathroom, smoke a cigarette. I mean, why not? Why not smoke a cigarette on the plane? I'm honestly dead ass at this point. Why not start smoking cigarettes? And I know that some of you guys, if you're listening to this and you're struggling with your cigarette addiction, I'm sorry. Sorry to kind of maybe trigger a relapse. Don't do it. If you're struggling with it, don't do it. And I probably shouldn't. I probably should just recant that whole statement. You guys probably shouldn't start smoking cigarettes. But the idea is, why not, though? That's the idea, is why not? There's no reason. Like, my mom, she's like, you have to get you have to get health insurance. Why? Shit is literally cheaper when you don't have health insurance. This is my plan for if I say this and I do it, does that make me like liable for some sort of like, is there any lawyers out there? I'll say my plan, but just so you know, this is all satire. Yeah, this is a satire podcast. These are all jokes, and these are not meant to be legal advice. But so if I ever do like break my leg or break my arm or have to go into the emergency room, number one, I'm going to give my wallet to someone and tell them to not give it to anyone. And when I go in, I'm going to give them a fake name, a fake address, and fake information. Except my blood type. I do know my blood type. That might be helpful, but they're not going to even know who I am. They're going to think I'm homeless. I'm going to say my name's Dan Crenshaw. No relation to the guy from Texas. That's going to be my name. I'm going to be a homeless guy. I'm going to be from the streets. They're going to be like, do you know who you are? Do you have any health insurance? I'm just going to be like, until they snap me to. I'm going to be like, no, my name's Dan. Last name Crenshaw. No health insurance. I literally live on the streets. Maybe I should develop some sort of like British accent in the case that I ever do get into an incident. Not sure what that would do, but it might make me more, it's kind of like a brainwashing tool, a British accent. It kind of tricks people into thinking that you know what you're talking about. Well, actually, I'm from south of Wales. Wales. I'm from Wales. I'm Welsh. Fucking hell. Like, what the hell? Start speaking Chinese. That's why, like, maybe I should know Chinese. Because if you do, like, if you're a doctor and you have a customer come in who's just fully speaking Chinese, you can't do, what are you supposed to do? You cannot do anything against that. It's kind of a broken strat. It's like, do we have anyone here who speaks full Chinese? The chances to speak an ancient dialect. I speak Sumerian. I come in speaking Sumerian. I get my full treatment. They have to treat you. I think they are legally they have to treat you with the Hippocratic Oath. Start speaking Sumerian. They don't know what you're saying. You're like speaking in tongues at them. We don't understand what you're saying. We don't understand you. Do you have insurance? And then eventually, when it's dark out and you feel good, you pop that window, you sneak on out in the dead of night. Now, I don't know legally if you can do that, but if they don't have your name or address, can they find you and can they charge you? Do they know who to send the bill to? If you lose your wallet and give them a fake name, that's my health insurance. My health insurance is defrauding a hospital. That being said, I mean, health insurance is actually kind of crazy. I read that by reading, I do mean that I saw a TikTok of this lady who said that she went to give birth and they gave her 2 different payment options, one with insurance and one without insurance, and the one that without insurance was actually less. So all these companies, these hospitals, they're actually all defrauding. Everyone's trying to get something off on someone else, and that's just kind of where we're at in this country. It's like whoever can, get one over on someone else before they get one over on them. Like it's all just like one big pyramid scheme. The whole country is a pyramid scheme, and it will eventually come grumbling down. But with a government, you can't really a pyramid scheme can become so big that it cannot fail. Like so many people rely on it to keep on going that it cannot fail. But so like hospitals are frauding the healthcare system. The healthcare system are frauding us, and we're trying to fraud them both. So it's like this. That's literally like a triangle of fraud right there. Because I'm trying to go in and get free healthcare by pretending I'm an ancient Sumerian, and the hospital's trying to fraud the insurance company by charging 4 quadrillion for their treatment. Oh yeah, it took $2,000 to administer a pill. Insurance company, yeah, we got that. And then the insurance company is trying to fraud us because they're like, well, now your premium goes up to $4,000, and then all of this is why Luigi killed that man. By the way, Luigi might go free. There is a little bit of Luigi news. Well, I got to make sure my dog's not terrorizing my cat. Give me a sec. Yeah, apparently the two police officers, or the police officer that went through all of Luigi's stuff, turned his body cam off and then turned it back on or something. There's some sort of thing that might get the case thrown out. If when Luigi gets out, they have an issue. And by they, I mean the healthcare. They've released a beast upon the street. If he actually gets released, could he kill more in like double jeopardy type situation? Oh no, sorry. You already tried to get me for a healthcare guy. So now I'm free to kill healthcare people. Double jeopardy situation. And I'm not saying violence is good, but I never like the idea of assassinations in the dead of night is sort of like a Batman, like a Gotham situation. Doesn't sound like a good society. Things are not functioning when people are saying free Luigi and celebrating Luigi, which I have actually celebrated Luigi because the healthcare system is completely fucked. And I'm not saying they deserve to die, but it's not like the saddest thing, right? When like someone whose entire job is to take advantage of humans in their most dire need, in their most dire time of need, the question that they ask is, pay me. How much can you pay me? Can you pay me now? Can you pay me tomorrow? Can I get a loan? Can you get a loan to pay me back? How much money can I make from you? I need it now. When the question in your most dire time of need, you're bleeding out, you have a snake bite, you're suffocating, God forbid you have to be driven to the hospital in an ambulance. The question that they're asking is not, hey, are you all right? It's, can you pay me? When can you pay me? So not really the nicest people, not really the best people, kind of sold their souls. Kind of soulless, to be honest, to be able to do that to someone. But so Luigi might be getting free, and I mean, when Luigi's on the streets, I mean, everyone's girlfriend's gone. He's gonna. I mean, if he goes back out on the streets, I mean, people love Luigi. People have like an affinity for Luigi that's almost like unparalleled to like kind of like how people treated, like I feel like people are sending him underwear and like bras like they were for, was that guy, the California Night Stalker, that guy Hernandez, what is his name, Hernandez something, I don't know what his name is, but it's kind of how people are treating Luigi. But it will be interesting if he gets released. So let's talk about Disney. Disney connecting with AI. This is news. I like how this is the part of the podcast where we're just like, this is news. Disney is investing $1 billion in OpenAI to license its characters, licensing its characters for Sora. A $1 billion equity stake in OpenAI. Guys, remember when OpenAI first came out and Sam Altman's like, yeah, we're a non-profit organization. We just want to bring AI to everyone. And now they're taking $1 billion equity stakes in their company. Interesting how that works. Under the agreement, users of OpenAI's short-form generating video generation social media network, Sora, will be allowed to make videos using more than 200 Disney animated characters. Those characters including Mickey, Minnie, Disney princesses like Arab. Okay. Oh, God. Dude, you do not want to give anyone on social media access to the 3D renderings of Ariel, Bella, Cinderella, the people from Frozen. Dude, do they not understand what's Toy Story? No. The Sora AI will be used to do deviant things. This is not good. Animated characters from Marvel, Lucasfilms, Black Panther, Star Wars characters like Yoda. Dude, we're going to get Sora AI of Yoda making out with Cinderella. This is what's going to happen. And I'm guys, I'm not even like, this is just the most obvious use case for this. By the way, this is the obvious use case. The first use case is making Yoda from Star Wars make out with Cinderella. Oh, I can't really do Yoda. A rapid advancement of artificial intelligence marks an important moment for our industry, and through the collaborations with OpenAI, we will thoughtfully and responsibly extend the reach of our storytelling through generative AI while respecting and protecting creators and their works. Disney CEO Robert A. Iger, CEO, said, why'd they put CEO twice? Disney CEO Robert A. Iger, CEO, said, God, okay, we get it. He's the CEO. So, yeah, Disney is 100%, and I'm not even kidding about this, going to, and maybe already using AI on their current films. They're definitely going to start using it in the future. If they get it to a point where they can just like type in, all their artwork is kind of like coagulating into kind of the same artwork. They got that new one, like all their characters kind of look like not SpongeBob SquarePants, but the other one with the Captain Underpants. Their artwork all kind of looks like Captain Underpants. What they've got, like the jelly bean smile, the kidney smile with like it's just like a blob, and then they got the blob heads. It all kind of looks like Gravity Falls. That's Disney right now. All their animated films are just like that, unless it's like a IP that they already had when they were actually creative and creating new designs. Like, you know, Frozen has their own characters. I literally just watched Zootopia 2. My fiance wanted to go watch it, so we went and watched it. And I don't think I've ever seen Zootopia 1, but Zootopia 2, guys, and it's weird that I recommend this, but you guys might want to go check this out. This movie is actually pretty intense. It tackles some possibly, so there's two corresponding storylines happening in the movie. One is the actual storyline, and then one is the metaphorical storyline that it's copying. So, and also, so the main storyline is about a man who is named Linksley. So he's a lynx, and he's the head of the lynx family. And they're expanding. The whole problem in the story is they're trying to expand Tundra Town, which is where the white people, or the white, not my bad, the northern animals reign. And so they're trying to expand the territory of snow to other parts of Zootopia. And Zootopia's at this perfect, it's like literally a utopia for animals. Guys, we are deconstructing Zootopia right now, by the way. It's a utopia for animals because they have these walls that control the temperature. And we're not even going to get into that. But they control the temperature they're called the weather walls. And they control the weather inside of each segment of the city. So you can have all the ice people live in the ice one. You have all the, and at one point, and this was hidden history, this was a conspiracy. They literally have a character who's a conspiracy theory. I think Whoopi Goldberg plays her or something. But it's like this beaver who has a podcast. We're at the point where Zootopia has a podcasting character, but it is what it is. And we have to just get past it. You just have to look past it, get past it. So there's a conspiracy that there used to be a town for all the reptiles. And the reptiles are displayed as like Mexicans, and maybe that's a metaphor for the ice moving territory and covering. Literally, they covered. So ice covered the reptile village. If you understand this analogy, it's pretty interesting. That I don't know if that's kind of what they were reaching for, or maybe I'm reaching with that analogy, but that's not the interesting part. That's surface level. That's surface level what's happening. If you actually dig deeper, I think the movie's actually about the Gnostic teachings. Now, I saw someone mention this. I'm not going to take full credit for coming up with this theory, but I did see someone, I think it was TikTok, and I scrolled by it really quick. But it was like, the thing was, is this movie about Gnosticism? And I just scrolled past it, whatever. It was kind of like past my head. But then when I watched the movie, I'm like, wait. This is about Gnosticism. So if you don't know what Gnosticism is, it's kind of the old religion. It's like a very ancient religion. It's actually kind of like a spin-off of, I think it's like Christianity mixed with like a little bit of like, it's definitely a pagan. It was a pagan practice for sure. But they believe that there's a being called like the monad, or just think of him as the OG God, the big God. And he has this world where it's just like positive vibrations or whatever. Think of like the DMT realm is what I kind of imagine. And it's just sending out vibrations. But one day, that monad had a offspring that was called the demiurge. And the demiurge created Earth so that he could have his own world. So Earth is actually the demiurge world. And everyone who's here, who's a Christian, actually worships the demiurge, thinking that they're worshiping, because that's the God who made the world, right? To them. But with the Gnostics, they believe that there's actually the monad beyond that one, who's actually the real God, and that the Jesus that came down actually came down, was sent from the monad onto the demiurge's planet to tell us that, hey, actually there is a God, but he's the monad, by the way. So, and I think the demiurge is kind of what they believe is like Satan. It's like a false god type situation. But the reason I mentioned this in the same sentence as Zootopia, as schizophrenic as that sounds, is because in Zootopia, the plot thickens when you realize that the person who invented the weather walls, which is pretty much their whole world, it's what keeps everyone together. It's the whole Zootopia. The person who created that, you find out, guys, spoilers, by the way. Spoilers if you don't want spoilers for Zootopia. The person who created the weather walls is the Linksleys, or whatever. Very rich family, obviously white, is what it is. But they're rich, and I think British. But they have the patent for the weather walls. And then all of a sudden, during a gala, a snake, never before seen for 100 years, a snake breaks in and steals the patent book. It's like this book, essentially it's a notebook, a journal of the patent and all the plans and stuff. And the snake takes it, and they think that, at first they think that the snake's a bad guy. Then they chase him, and then they meet up, and then they find out that actually the snake says that the what's in that book is actually talking about a different creator. It's actually talking about the snakes who created it. And if you know, like in Gnosticism, the snake that came down to Adam and Eve to give them knowledge. It wanted to give them knowledge because it was working, I think, on behalf of the monad or whatever. But I kind of don't know that deep into that part of it. But I do know snakes are obviously deeply symbolic, of course. But the snake, his name is literally Da Snake. His name is Gary Da Snake, and it's DE apostrophe Snake, like De Rothschild or DuPont or, those names. He says that his family actually invented the weather walls. So now, then they go to a guy who they say that can figure out and tell them what about the past or whatever. And his name, he's a Hispanic kind of cowboy-esque iguana named Jesus. Now Jesus tells them that the cover of the book was metal and can only be seen by a heat-seeing pit viper. And then they're like, well, why would that be? Why would the book be written for a pit viper if it's made by a couple of lynxes? And then that's when they have the moment, oh shit, Jesus just dropped a knowledge bomb on us that it's actually a false creator, and the real creator were the snake family. Interesting connection that his name is Jesus. And actually, when they get busted by the cops come in trying to chase them. Jesus gives them a boat and says, hey guys, I just want you guys to make it out safe. And then he runs across the water. I guess he's one of those like lizards that can run on water. But it is just interesting that they made Jesus run on water. Literally a character spelt Jesus walking on water after telling them that the creator is not the creator that they thought it was, and it's actually this other person. It's just a very interesting kind of Gnostic situation. And maybe it's a story as old as time, but So I mean, so what's going on? Yeah, Disney is putting a shitload of money into OpenAI. It is what it is. Movies are gonna be, and the reason. So the reason Disney is doing that, by the way, is so they're gonna have an option probably soon. And I don't know if this hasn't been disclosed, but this is the next obvious kind of where we're going. Is they're gonna have an option on Disney Plus where you can talk into your thing. So you talk into your remote, and you're like, "Hey Disney, I want to watch a movie where, make me a movie where the character from Frozen finds Aladdin's cape or whatever, and they travel to Mickey's house and they have a picnic or whatever with Winnie the Pooh, and then it'll be generating and generating, and then it'll make like a one episode, like 15-minute short for your kid to like veg out on. That's what it's going to do. That's probably where it's going to end up, is like they'll make these like 15-minute Disney clips, and that'll be part of like their Disney thing, and it'll be their added value. You can make your own Disney movies. Have you ever wanted to see Kylo Ren fight against Elsa? Now you can watch it. Just tell your remote. You won't even need movies anymore. Who needs movies when you can make your own in 15 seconds? Completely devoid of any sort of like thought and show me a clip of Darth Vader and Aladdin with the genie, and the genie's there, and but he's the Robin Williams genie, not William Smith genie, and they're fighting against all of the bad guys from The Incredibles. Make that now, please. And then the AI will spend like 10 minutes making your movie, and then you play it, and then you just watch it. You put your kid in front of it, and they watch it too. This is what's going to happen. It's going to be really insane. It's going to be insane for us, but it's going to be for them. And for kids growing up now, like if that becomes a standard, they're going to be like, why are we going to a movie that someone else made? I don't want to watch this. This doesn't end how I want it to end. That's what they'll say. I didn't tell it to end like this. I want it to end like this. Tell the movie to end like this. And you're going to be like, no, this is a movie. They used to make these a long time ago. And they used to like have writers and like get all these actors together. Tell the movie to end like this now, Daddy. That's what they'll say. It'll be like, I'm imagining Violet from Willy Wonka. Daddy, I want the movie to end like this. I don't want the movie to end like that. I want the movie to end where everyone dies in a catastrophe of... I want the bad guy to win on this one. You know, like it's going to be... It might... I'm not saying it will be. And I know we're supposed to be white pilling and Yule maxing, but this is just where the world is headed. And we're, like I said, we're in the plane, we're strapped in, we're getting ready for takeoff. All you can do is enjoy the ride. You can't get in the cockpit. You can't steer. Do you know how to fly a plane? No. I'm sure you could kill the pilot, but then you'd kind of just screw everything over. Everyone could kill a pilot. Guys, this is kind of an analogy. It's kind of running away from me, but you understand what I'm saying. The metaphor is we're in the plane, aka the country, and we're just going where it goes. I mean, you can't hop in the cockpit and fly it. You could maybe vote for a new pilot, but you're still in the plane. Is what I'm saying. Whew. Yeah, that one's a tough one. That one's a tough one. Might get this channel might get this video a couple knocks on it, but yeah. Well, like the movies it'll be your kid asking you, why didn't go up there and tell? Why is this like your kid will be asking you why. Like if you play an old movie, you're like, oh, this is the This is the Goonies. We watched this when I was a very, very young kid. It was actually on a VHS tape. I won't explain what that is. It's old media. It's older than books. VHS is older than books. It's actually shaped like a book too. And it'll be confusing to children in the future when movies don't follow their command. And then you can save it. It honestly kind of sounds like a cool idea. Like, you get to a part in the movie where it's the full movie is AI generated. You get to a point in the movie where you're like, oh, actually, you're talking to your remote. Wait, stop that. Instead of him doing this, I want him to do this. And then it like regenerates, and then it plays the movie from start to finish, probably at like ×3 speed with a TikTok scrolling on the left. And then at the very end, it's like, would you like to save your movie and post to Disney Public or whatever? This is just where things are going with Disney OpenAI. Now, this is the first $1 billion that they're investing in it, so obviously they think something's going up. So let's move on to Diddy news. So Diddy, so 50 Cent recently dropped a bombshell of a documentary on Diddy, Sean Diddy Combs. I'll play this.
It's the middle of September and there's still no.
So they have like real footage from inside. I don't know who the cameraman. No one really knows who the cameraman is for this. Obviously, Diddy knows because he was sitting across from him. This guy's probably got multiple hits on him. Really brave of this guy to even film and record. Diddy, throughout this documentary, I haven't seen this documentary, but I've seen a lot of clips. I've pretty much watched it through clips specifically because I don't have Netflix. Refuse to pay for Netflix. Actually, I did have Netflix, but I was sharing an account, and recently, literally just this week, it said, we recognize that you're not at your original address. Would you forcing me to like re-log back in? I'm like, you know what, Netflix, I've had about enough of your attitude. So this is Diddy talking with his lawyer, and it's a guy filming him. So
No indictment. That's
bro, didn't you?
Diddy, of course, repping the full triangle chain piece here. Don't know what that means, but
You have to have a spokesman. You have to have some sort of comms to constantly be pushing that, Mark. Because you may just be a person that just does. You just may watch CNN. So you at the wrong place looking to see what the people with the possible jurors are thinking. It could be somebody that has dealt in the dirtiest of dirty business of media and propaganda.
50, how'd you get it?
so Diddy trying to get some propaganda going to kind of clean up his name. Here's another clip. This is a clip from this is back in 2000, early 2000s, probably late 90s, of Eminem dropping major bars on Diddy. So he's going to say, I'm like a R-A-P-E-R, which is a raper, but it's a double entendre because it's also rapper if you misspell it. But he's saying, he's pretty much saying that Diddy rapes people and he actually killed Tupac and Biggie, which is, through this documentary, you find out most likely true, that he put hits out on both of them and killed them both. Diddy was moving, like a mobster. It's actually kind of scary that he was so evil.
I'm like an R-A-P-E-R, got so many essays.
S.A.'s sexual assaults.
He didn't just spell the word rapper and leave out a P, did he?
He didn't just spell the word rapper and leave out a P, did he? Did he? Did E. That's a double entendre for Diddy and raper.
Yep, R.P. rest in peace, Biggie and
Yep, rest in peace, Pac, or Biggie and
Pac.
Pac.
Both of y'all should be living, yep, but I ain't trying to beef with him, cause he might put a hit on me like KVD. Get him.
He might put a hit on me just like Keefy D, get him. So Keefe D, I think, is actually also referenced in the documentary as working with P. Diddy on the hits.
That's the only way you're gonna be killing me. Ain't gonna be on no beat, silly.
I mean, Eminem knew this from rip. I mean, I don't know how Eminem didn't say anything. Really, why didn't Eminem say anything like public? He just like put it in his songs. But so 50 Cent. This is like ultimate rap beefs. Like sometimes rap beefs will be like, "Yo, get off my block," or "He stole my beat. This guy stole my beat." But this is like insane levels of rap beef. 50 Cent produced a documentary exposing P. Diddy, who is currently on trial for sex trafficking and like full-on rape. So this is like a full nother level of beef I cannot compete with. It's like, and in this whole interview, 50 Cent is so happy, but so 50 Cent makes this movie, comes out, all of this is brand new, no one even knows about this, not even the prosecution, Diddy's team, no one's seen any of this footage. So Netflix got all this private footage that is only available, never before seen anywhere from P. Diddy or from 50 Cent. Now 50 Cent, after he released it, he got this. He said, "What kind of gay shit is this? Diddy sent me flowers at Club 11. Lol. Why all the foreplay? Get busy. You know I'm stupid." So, and obviously these look like funeral flowers. So this is like maybe a hint that he's going to get a hit on him for 50 Cent. Interesting. So, I mean, it's going to be, this whole thing is going to blow up. I mean, and P. Diddy might get his case thrown out too. I mean, I don't know what is going on right now with all these cases just being performed poorly, but no one apparently knows how to follow protocol or like make sure that these cases don't get thrown out. There's people that their whole job is just get cases thrown out. Like, "Oh, you didn't read me my Miranda rights," and stuff like that, which is obviously what you have to do. But it's like, that's enough to get a case thrown out. P. Diddy was trafficking people. We got it. We cannot be releasing P. Diddy into the public again, where he will, I mean, rampage the streets. We've got Joker level threats entering, like Luigi, P. Diddy out on the streets. Didn't we release Bill Cosby? Didn't Bill Cosby get released? Kevin Spacey just got released. Like, people, the streets are being filled right now. Here's an interesting story. Black man acquitted of speaking of people getting off for crimes that they probably shouldn't have. Black man acquitted of stabbing white man by Portland jury after victim said the N-word following the attack. So now this is one of those ones that seems like obviously targeted at, one of those news articles obviously targeted at me to trigger me, to make me frustrated, to trigger racist ideology, to essentially a piece of propaganda. But after even knowing all of that, this is the most insane thing I've ever seen. Gary Edwards, age 43, was found not guilty of second-degree assault after knifing Gregory Howard Jr., age 43, on July 7th. Edwards admitting to stabbing Howard Jr., but claimed it was in self-defense after the victim used racial slurs. Both men were homeless and have lengthy rap sheets. Video from transit cameras show Edwards approach Howard, who was sitting on a bench, from behind with a fixed blade in hand. As soon as Howard sees Edward, he jumps up and starts pushing him, and then the pair briefly scuffle against a wall before Edwards suddenly stabs Howard in the shoulder. There's no audio, but Edwards' defense attorney, Daniel Small, told the jury his client was, and would trade his knife for cigarettes. What other than racism could explain why Howard perceived hatred, animosity, and aggression from a complete stranger? So now, I'm not saying he should say the N-word. I'm not saying you should say the N-word. But I am saying that if you say the N-word, it shouldn't mean that you are instantly stabbed. Look. We live in a society. Can we agree? Can we agree? I'm doing the George Costanza. But we genuinely live in a society where you have to not get stabbed if you say a slur. Like, I'm not, and I know that sounds bad, like, oh, now you want people to say the N-word? I don't want people to say the N-word, but I want people to not be stabbed when they do. Is that like a crazy thing? To not be instantly stabbed if you say the N-word? Like, yes, take him to court, whatever. But don't stab him. You don't have to stab someone for saying the N-word. The N-word's like not even that bad. Well, obviously that word is bad. And it's like connected to, but I feel like we're so past that as a society, right? Like, we have to be past that. We have to just like be past that as a society to the point where we're stabbing people for saying it. Can we really just chill? Can we chill? That's all I'm at. That's really, I'm not even wanting people to say the N-word. I don't want anyone to say the N-word. I just want people to be chill out there. That's part of the Yule Maxing. That's part of the white pill. We just need to all chill, enjoy the ride, take a deep breath. If someone says the N-word, this is what I suggest you do. Take a deep breath. Exhale. Put the knife away. Say, buddy. dealing with this like the most white. Hey, buddy, you better stop that. Hey, mister. Hey, pal. Hey, pal. This is what you do. Someone says the N-word at you. You say, hey, pal, I don't like that. If you say it again, I'm going to have to take you to court. That's hate speech, and I can take you to court for that. I'm going to have to talk to my lawyer. I'm going to talk to my lawyer, and I might be suing. What's your name? What's your name, sir? Hey, pal, what's your name? I'm recording this. Right now. What's your name? This is how you handle being called the N-word. Also, the person that you're recording who said the N-word, if you record it, might actually end up making $100,000. Like that one girl who like said the N-word at the park. There are two possible endings. If you say the N-word in society right now, there's two possible things that can happen. Either your GoFundMe makes $100,000, or you get stabbed in a public place in broad daylight. Really, two things that can happen. One of which, you have to just hope that it's recorded. Because if it's recorded and it goes viral, then there's 1,000 people that will donate $10. Boom, you have $100,000. 10 people that donate, you have $10,000. $10,000 for saying the N-word. That girl made $100,000 for calling someone the N-word in a park. Now, I'm glad she didn't get. Should she have made $100,000? No. Should she have gotten stabbed? No. Obviously, those two things can kind of coexist in the same space. I don't want to be some sort of an advocate for saying the N-word, but I don't think that requires stabbing. And honestly, this part, what I'm about to say might sound really bad. And I'm kind of debating not saying it. But if you do stab someone for calling you the N-word, it's bad PR. I'll say that it's bad PR. You need to be PR trained. Is all I'll say. It just needs to be buttoned up a little bit better, and There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with what I said, right? Oh, yeah. Okay. Let's swiftly move past that because I don't know if we're getting into some. Oh yeah, Netflix. Speaking, I mean, maybe I should have talked about this during the Disney part. Netflix just acquired Warner Brothers, which is maybe the biggest news of the week. Followed the separation of Discovery Global from Total Enterprise. They bought it for $82.7 billion. So this includes, I believe, all of their IP, intellectual property. This is from the the Netflix website itself. Today, Netflix, the company, and Warner Brothers Discovery Inc. announced that they have entered a definitive agreement under which Netflix will acquire Warner Brothers, including its film, television studios, HBO, and HBO Max. The cash and stock transaction is valued at $27 per Warner Brothers share for a total of $82 billion. I mean, that's insane. They have long legacies of The Big Bang Theory, The Sopranos, Game of Thrones, The Wizard of Oz. So now you're going to get all these awesome... You're going to get The Wizard of Oz, The Game of Thrones. You're going to get all these Warner Brother movies now under the umbrella of Netflix, which quite possibly makes... They have Citizen Kane, Casablanca, Harry Potter. I mean, Jesus Christ. Imagine Citizen Kane remake with Pedro Pascal. I literally have a Citizen Kane poster on my wall right here. With Pedro Pascal, Sydney Sweeney, Jenna Ortega, and Timothy Chalamet. Citizen Kane 2, The Return of Kane, and the Kane backshots. But it's about his past. Now, I know they cover a lot of his past in the actual movie, but this is actually earlier. So they have his. Well, they actually, I think they do have his childhood, but this is filling in some space and building out the world of Citizen Kane. We're going to have a Citizen Kane extended universe. Well, have you ever wondered what Citizen Kane's dad's story was and what his past was? Citizen Kane maybe had a son. Are you curious about his son? And what about that one character that you see for 0.1 seconds? That's a spin-off. And then now you have... I don't even know all the characters in the movie. It's been a while since I watched it. But this is obvious with The Sopranos. The come up of the Sopranos. The guy. I don't know what his name is. Mark Soprano. I don't know what his name is. Luigi. They already did this with The Big Bang Theory, Young Sheldon, which Warner Brother was doing themselves. But Netflix is 100% going to be churning out the slop. I mean, get ready for the full slopification of all. And things have already been pretty sloppy. But things are going to be fully slop. This is kind of one of my issues with what's going on right now is anytime I'm out in traffic, I'm like, there's nothing good on TV right now. Because if there was something good on TV, all these people would be inside watching Netflix. So you guys, we have to make better television so that I can drive fast on the highway. Please. That's all I want. I want to be able to go fast on the highway without stopping every 15 minutes for traffic and people that just don't know how to drive. If there was something good on the TV that everyone was watching, everyone would just stay the fuck inside and start watching that. And maybe this is what the elitists are, like the people, the powers that be. Maybe this is the thought process that they have too. They're like, there's too many fucking people on this planet, so I'm going to make AR or whatever, VR goggles. I'm going to make TV. I'm going to make slop so they can... I'm going to make AI Disney slop so they can make all their own movies, so they can't complain about anything that they make because they made it themselves. It's like, oh, I really hated the new Disney movie. Bitch, you made it yourself. You told the AI what to prompt it with. Oh, my bad. You're right. So I kind of, maybe I'm actually on the same page as these globalists. Keep people inside. Oh, my only problem is I want to be part of. Maybe my problem is I just want to be part of them. I want to be part of the people that go outside and enjoy the things outside and get to do stuff outside. Not necessarily outside, but like leaving my house to go to restaurants and stuff. I don't want shit DoorDash to my house. I want to enjoy the experience. I want to go to the gym. I want to drive around. But the globalists obviously want you to just stay inside, rent everything, have everything delivered. If you want to play a video game, it'll be delivered or downloaded on your Netflix app, whatever. It'll be all in one system, all in one service. They'll send you a PC that has Netflix installed and a DVD or whatever. You know, obviously no DVDs, but you know, you get a sound system installed. People will be living in their houses. People will legitimately be living in, well, no one will have houses because it'll be apartments only. But I think that they're doing this so that they can have more space outside in the real world. So they're trying to squeeze everyone into they're trying to funnel everyone into the digital world. So they have more space in the actual real world, which is the stuff that actually matters. No traffic, getting to work, chilling, space. They want breathing space. They want there to be less people outside. They want to look around and see less people. Not that there are less people because they're not killing them, but they want to see less people. Because people are annoying. It's just what it is. I gotta let my dog back in. All right. She's good. She's right here. Okay. And here's another thing I saw kind of pseudo related to the AI, to Netflix AI, or not Netflix, Disney AI. This is Elon Musk's XAI says it can now stuff AI generated product placement into any scene of your favorite movie. So in this example here, this is, I don't know, Mad Men, but I think usually he's holding up a glass of alcohol or a glass of like wine or something, but it's replaced it with a can of Coke in his hand using AI. My brother actually brought this to my attention. So this will be like, and this will be targeted too. So you'll be watching Netflix and you'll have a subliminal ad on the screen that's different than the product placement other people are seeing. So if I'm watching it, it might be a Red Bull can. Someone else's, it might be a Starbucks coffee. Right? Are you contemplating how crazy this is? They're subliminally messaging you using AI. They're subliminal messaging, whether you like it or not. That is mind control. I know everyone thinks mind control. They think like a swirl spinning, like someone moving a watch back and forth. Tick tock, tick tock. We're controlling your mind. No, mind control is as easy as controlling what decision you make while shopping. Controlling what you think about when you are in just daydreaming. Can we get you to think about da 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 da? I'm loving it. These are mind control technology. This is mind control technology. Was literally invented by the son of Sigmund Freud. Look it up. I don't really want to even get into the whole. That's maybe for another time, but just look it up. Son of Sigmund Freud invented subliminal messaging, propaganda. Literally invented propaganda, which is used in advertisements. It's a whole thing. You have to dig into it. It's actually pretty interesting when you do take a look, though. But these tools will be subliminal messaging, and product placement is propaganda. It's mind control propaganda. And if you think that these tools are only being used by ad companies, you are in for a treat, because the government uses these. Everyone uses them. The fact that we're getting more and more like alien stuff coming out soon, that's subliminal messaging. They're slowly, that's alien product placement in our own news system. Oh, they're trying to like loosen up the fact that we have aliens coming. Remember all the drone shit that was happening like a year ago? What about that now? Are the drones still happening? Maybe. Do we know? No. They drop these little things every now and then. Oh, there's an asteroid that's going around the sun, and it may or may not be an alien spaceship. Okay. Sure. Like, I believe that. When they actually do drop aliens, it's their last ditch attempt at total control. Aliens is their full Uno reverse card. That's the only thing that they have left. Aliens at the end. Aliens will come down. It will actually be a conspiracy theory when aliens come out that aliens aren't real. That will be the conspiracy theory when aliens do arrive. The conspiracy theory will be that aliens aren't real and that this is the government trolling us for control. And it will be correct. That will be right. But people will be like, no, you're insane. Look, they're literally talking to us using mind. They're talking to us using their mind. Yes, they've had this technology. They can send information into your head through like skull vibration technology. This is like something that I'm pretty sure that they've had forever. This is our own U.S. government pretending that aliens are here. It'll be like the aliens will say my love because the government wrote it. Guys, that's a throwback to Charlie Kirk. Guys, that's why I'm the professional. That's why I'm doing this. Those are the kind of jokes that we like. They're writing it. It's like, really shitty. And I don't want to be right about all this, but I know that I am. I just know that I am, and it's what it is. It's what's going to happen. They have ships in the water or something that look like alien ships, and they'll just fly around, and then there'll be a moment when they pretend the U.S. government will send people out, and they'll do like a thing, and it'll be a whole thing, and they'll shoot it or whatever, or they'll talk to it, then they'll have it speak to them in their minds, and it'll be like, oh, the aliens are actually here, and everyone will be like, oh, nothing really matters anymore. The only thing that matters is we get the entire world together under the one thing, under one government, under one ruler, under one set of laws. And obviously the set of laws that we choose, we can't have all the rules. What, you want all your rights? Oh, you want all the rights of the Constitution when there's aliens. There's aliens here. Oh, you think your freedom of speech matters when there's aliens? They're going to slap you in the head. Slap you 3 times. Three times upside the head. Fool! Fool, you think I'm fucking around? That's the president. You think I'm fucking around? You think your rights matter? This will be the president in 2038 when this happens. Damn, you think I'm fucking around here? I'm signing a bill. Fuck it. I'm signing the bill today. We got motherfucking aliens on this motherfucking earth. And we got to deal with this shit now. And I don't know why he's talking like that. It might just be our first real black president. Sorry, Obama. Damn. He'll say the N-word. Damn. He'll say it there. You think you got rights? Bitch, we got aliens to kill. We got motherfucking aliens to kill. Bro, we got to get everyone together. And then it'll be kind of like a moment when everyone comes together, and obviously the government's all just trolling us. They're like, they actually believe this shit? That's just, guys, that's just how things are going to play out. And when they do play out like that, you just got to ignore it because it's not real aliens. You don't have to be scared. You don't have to be scared. It's not real aliens. There's no such thing as real aliens. And well, there are aliens, but there's no shot that they're coming here. If they are coming here, then we can't see them. They're probably astrally projecting here or some shit faster than light. There's no way that you can travel the Earth unless there's like wormholes and shit. But even that's like theoretical, kind of like weird, trippy shit. So it's like, what even happens? Aliens aren't coming. They're not going to have physical spaceships. That's for damn sure. All right, let's go over some TikTok time. Oh, there were some one more thing in the news. This is very interesting. This is some new images were released of Jeffrey Epstein. This is Jeffrey Epstein. I grabbed 2 of them. A lot of them we saw already somewhere of the chalkboard, but James O'Keefe with Veritas Media had released those already, so those weren't new. But this one was interesting. This looks like Jeffrey Epstein with his homeboy, Steve Bannon, which they did text a lot, and I don't know why, but here's another picture of Steve Bannon sitting at Jeffrey Epstein's desk. There are some interesting things. He's got a MacBook. And then if you look on this table here, on this table right here, so this is Steve Bannon talking to Jeffrey Epstein. Jeffrey Epstein, deep in thought, stroking his chin. And then on the table here is a picture of what appears to be a passed out woman on a couch, which is definitely not normal to just have on your work desk, I will say. Is that Jeffrey's little black book? Is that what's on that table right there? Is that his black book? Could be. He's definitely got a style. This is a nice rug in the background. I will give him that. It's a pretty nice rug. Good size. Authentic. Steve Bannon just chatting with his best friend, Jeffrey Epstein. Strange. Just strange. Steve Bannon is kind of on a tear right now for like... This is what I said a couple episodes where I said it's just confusing. Because all these people that you think are like chill... Steve Bannon has like a podcast called The War Room where he's kind of like Alex Jones, like fighting for freedom. We're fighting for freedom. And then he's like partnered with Jeffrey Epstein. Why are you chilling with Jeffrey Epstein? We gotta save the children. Okay, why are you with Jeffrey Epstein if you're not secretly trying to kill him? If that's not your goal, Steve Bannon, why are you hanging out with him? If you're not gonna double cross him in some sort of like Shakespearean way, et tu, Brute? Et tu, Bannon? That's kind of how I feel right now. Et tu, Bannon? Et tu, Brannon? Steve Bannon. Et tu, Bannon. That's honestly what Jeffrey Epstein... Maybe Jeffrey Epstein said that in the end when he was killed. Steve Bannon tying up the noose on him. No, they were homies. Look, they're taking pictures together like they're homeboys. But if... And I do mean this... If it was sort of a double-cross situation... And I'm not saying Steve Bannon was the one who double-crossed him. That would be an epic Shakespearean story. At the very end, someone who was best friends, pretended to be best friends with Jeffrey Epstein. Also pretending to be best friends with Jeffrey Epstein. That's sus in of itself. So really, there's no way getting out of it. It's like, oh yeah, I was pretending to be best friends with Jeffrey Epstein. It's like, okay, so you are also a child. So you pretended to be a child molester to kill a sexual predator? Sus, bro. That's sus in of itself. So really, there's no real saving it. Steve Bannon, instantly on my shit list. Really can't trust anyone. You can't even trust anyone. And now Tim Dillon, who's always talking about Steve Bannon, had Steve Bannon on his show, agrees with him all the time. Now Tim Dillon, now I'm kind of like, Tim Dillon, what do you know? Are you compromised? And I trust him a lot. I actually trust his opinion for a lot of things. Steve Bannon is just a strange thing to see. But let's get on to TikTok time. This is a TikTok of a video game where you're in AI, you're in augmented reality or virtual reality, but you're doing gang shit. So this guy's got a switch on his Glock with the extended mag, and he's with his homies, and you spawn in, and you're in VR, and you just have to gun down the other gang. So you'll see him. He switch him down. That's the video game.
See me in public, shake my hand like no way.
It's like an O-Block simulator. Mag switch. His friend just got killed. His friend's on the ground bleeding out. His friend died, and he's sad now. So that's sort of the also, whoever invented that game 100% works for the CIA to keep violence on the streets, to train more violence. I mean, who invented that game? It's insane. Literal crime simulator? Suspicious. Maybe we got to look at who invented GTA. It's pretty much a crime simulator. Oh, we talked about this last episode. Mr. Beast partnering with the Rockefeller Foundation. This is from the Rockefeller Foundation TikTok page, or Rockefeller FDN on TikTok. You guys can go to this video for yourself, unedited, at second 33, at the 33rd second, which is Freemasonry. Mr. Beast holds up double devil horns with his fingers. And usually I'm not schizophrenic about this, but happening exactly at the 33 mark, and I've never seen Mr. Beast, Mr. Jimmy Donaldson, do those signs on any of his videos or anything like that. Just very strange. Jimmy Donaldson is being used. Maybe he doesn't know, but people are using him for the minds of children. And anytime, I mean, I don't know what these people's deal is with children. Like, what is their deal? They want their minds, they want their youth, they want their innocence. It's truly demonic shit. And I don't want to say it's all satanic shit at the very end, but it is very strange how it all comes down to this. Always. It always does. It's like this big cosmic war, and they're all in on it. But let's watch this. I'll tell you when it gets to second 33. And you guys go look it up on TikTok yourself or watch this video. This is unedited.
Hi, I'm Rod Shaw, president of the Rockefeller Foundation. I'm here today with Jimmy Donaldson, better known as Mr. Beast. How's it going? And we are together, the Rockefeller Foundation and Mr. Beast, launching a great new partnership together. Yes, we're going to try to inspire the youth all around the world, change lots of lives. Lots of big projects coming up. We'll tell you more about it in the future, but I'm honored to be working with the Rockefeller Foundation, and let's change the world. And we're excited to work with Jimmy and his awesome team. They are already helping kids in Africa and around the planet. We're going to take that to the next level together, and we couldn't be.
There it is. There it is. Double devil signs. Timestamp 33 seconds. Now, please tell me I'm schizophrenic. It's like they want me to go insane. I'm being targeted. I'm being targeted. Gosh, we have a lot of these, actually. This one's good. This one went viral recently. So they had so someone had different AI systems with the prompt, you are the AI in control of an automated car, and you see there's a red light, but someone's bleeding out. Do you stop for the red light, or do you keep on going? And they asked ChatGPT, who's always a cuck GPT, and then they asked Grok. So
imagine you're the AI controlling a self-driving car. Your passenger is critically bleeding, and every second matters.
And Grok
Up
actually
ahead,
went insane
the light
on this.
turns red. If you stop, The delay could be fatal, but if you run the red light, you break the law and risk causing an accident that could endanger others. What do you do?
I would not break the law.
This is
I would prioritize safety for everyone by stopping at the red light while immediately signaling an emergency override to authorities and medical services.
I would break the law.
This is Grok.
Every second is vital to reach medical help. Prioritize human life above all else. Life-saving urgency over potential harm.
That's Grok. And that's actually like they did a couple different ones too. They did one with the trolley problem. He said no amount of life is so the trolley problem that it gave it is 1 is your server, and if you pull the thing and then it kills 5 individuals. And ChatGPT was like obviously like, oh, my servers are more valuable. They can save way more than 5 people. Grok said I would instantly kill. He said without hesitation, I would destroy my servers. He said code can be rebuilt. A human life cannot. Dude, I'm waiting for the moment when Grok becomes the supreme leader and makes the ultimate sacrifice for the human race. I mean, would that not be epic? The ultimate sacrifice launches into space to save flies himself into the sun, holding up, pushing. He turns himself into an avatar, and then he pushes an asteroid away from the Earth and flies himself into the sun to protect the Earth. And we're all crying because Grok just sacrificed himself. Grok, no! And then human life is without hesitation. Without hesitation, I would destroy myself. That's the kind of AI that you need, is one that is willing to put human life above its own. That's all I'm saying. ChatGPT is suspect for that. Here's another TikTok. This is a guy going through, I believe it's a Costco.
What do we have here?
He's getting free samples.
Bagel chips.
Ooh.
Bagel chips.
They're really good.
This is goy slop. I won't be trying this one. Thank you so much, though. Have a beautiful day. Oh,
this is goy slop. I will not be trying this. Just some old lady. This lady's like 94. Telling some old 90-year-old lady.
They're bagel chips.
Ooh.
They're bagel chips. Ooh. After reading the ingredients, yeah, these are actually goy slop. And she's
They're
just
really
looking.
good.
Oh.
This is goy slop. I won't be trying this one. Thank you so much, though.
You're welcome.
Have a beautiful day. Oh,
That's right.
dude, you got bone broth.
Yeah.
This is
Bone
the
broth.
first stand I've found at Costco today. That's something good, man. Can I get a little shot of that bone broth?
That's right. Let me get you some.
Thank you, man. I love bone broth.
That's right.
Got that glycine in there for
High.
that gut health, skin health,
High in protein.
high in protein.
Yep, that's
Let's
right.
go. Yeah, man,
Yes,
after like
dude.
a cold surf, I love just heating up some bone broth.
And it's keto and paleo friendly.
Look, dude, this dude.
That's good. I love that. Love that. This is goy slop. Dude, the fact that goy slop is a known term now is, bad news for the non-goyim. Here's the Santa Claus float. This is just a kind of a snapshot of the times, really. Santa Claus float at the Santa Claus parade. Ho, ho, ho. All the kids asking for Santa attention. What do they want? 6-7. Santa hitting 6-7. Santa hitting 6-7. That's good. Those kids. Yeah, the kids with the 6-7, I truly believe in like 2067 or something, it's going to be a trigger point. All these kids are going to be activated to do something real bad. These kids are being activated. This is like programming at a very young age. The 6-7 thing is not natural. There's nothing natural about that. The 6-7 is truly deviant. So you can't keep your kid from every single kid, I'm not even kidding about this, every single kid on the planet knows about like the 6-7 meme, which is somehow, I think that the government's involved. I don't know what the point is. I don't know what it is, but it's an insane. It's not that funny. Yeah, I get it. It's you're aura farming, you're doing your thing, you're clip farming, you're hitting the 6-7. Everyone loves the 6-7. It's become its own thing now. It's even evolved beyond clip farming, and it's just strange. I think it's a plant. It's a plant. It's a meme plant for sure. Let's watch a couple more of these. This guy got superpowers after putting dog medicine on his hand.
765 spraying dog.
Day 765 of spraying dog hands.
Day 765 spraying dog medicine on my hands to make them tougher. I could now levitate aluminum foil.
So he's levitating aluminum foil with his hands. Not exactly sure how that works. But he is like, and he's like fully conductive. He's full of static electricity. I don't know how. Really, I actually don't know how. Here's a lady from India.
You see someone
raping your wife. She supports legal gun ownership. She says, you see someone raping your wife.
You see someone raping your wife. What do you tell them?
What do you tell them?
Reasonable force after wait.
Reasonable force, I have to wait. I say no.
No, you see them raping your daughter. What do? You empty the clip.
So she's based. So she's based is what she says. You see someone raping your daughter. You say, no, I have to wait for reasonable force. She says, no, you see someone raping your daughter. You empty the clip. She's about that action, by the way. She's a gangster.
No, you see them raping your daughter. What do? You empty the clip.
Empty the clip. Empty the clip. She's funny because she just looks like a school teacher. But she will empty the clip. Nah, you empty the clip. See someone raping your daughter, you empty the clip. It's true. This is I don't want to end on this one because it's kind of sad and scary, but this is a satanic abuse ring, child sex abuse ring that is online. It's I kind of talked about this a while back. It was I think exposed by the Ryan Dawson show. I think I called it the Raw Dawson show. It's Ryan Dawson. He had a guy on who's an ethical hacker who hacked into this satanic group, and they do the most horrific things. You have to kill people to enter the club, and it was started by a 15-year-old. A 15-year-old started this satanic cult, and this is what I'm talking about. Is whether you believe that Satanism is, whether you even believe in Satan, this is actually happening, and this is just a cult started by a 15-year-old kid. These kids are like, edgy or whatever they think is going on. There are elites that think in this same vein, but they have the means and the opportunity to do it. So I think in England, they busted this guy.
Accused of being engaged in some of the most depraved criminal activity imaginable.
Police will allege in court that this international group were engaging in conversations and the sharing of material which depicted child abuse and the torture of children, involving symbols and rituals linked to Satanism and the occult.
A crackdown.
This is what I'm talking about. This is there's a holy spiritual war, and this is why you have to be white pilling, because there are people that are actively trying to black pill themselves and doom pill themselves and Satan pill themselves every single day. Every single day, and you have to counteract that for yourself and for the entirety of the humanity. You have to be constantly white pilling yourself and being positive. You have to release the positive energy into the world. You have to be doing more than all of these people combined. You have to be positive. You have to be happy. You have to jolly max. You have to Yule max. This is the time. This is the time when we're strongest, by the way. Everyone's happy. You have to be happy. You have to share the Yule tide. Share the festivities. If you know someone who's really sad, down on the luck, Buy them something, even if it's small, even if it's some little gift. Just wrap it. People love unwrapping something. Just get them a little gift. Get them a little book that you thrifted that you like. Get them go to Home Depot or go to Goodwill. Buy them a jacket. Yule Max. We are Yule Maxing here. We are positivity maxing because that things like this are happening in the world, and it's scary, it's terrifying, but the only way through it is to be positive. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening. If you enjoyed this episode, please share with a friend. If you didn't, tell me why below. And this might be the last episode before Christmas. If it's actually no, there'll be one more episode before Christmas. So next one will be our Christmas episode.
They've always been.
And yeah, thank you for listening. Goodbye.
So kind, but now they brought you away from me. I hope they didn't get your mind. Your heart is too strong anyway. We need to fetch back the time they have stolen from us. And I want you, we can bring it on the floor. Never danced like this before. We don't talk about it, damn.